Right, I'd like to start by saying hello to everybody. This is a piston tank control unit that I've been working on. It's proportional, so wherever you move the stick is where the piston will go in the actual piston tank itself. But what you can also do as well, on this board here that is on Veriboard at the moment, on this board here, H-bridge drive section, inverter section, software. This board here is the H-bridge FETs. It's also got dynamic braking on it as well. What I'll do is just move the camera over a little bit so you can see the piston in the tank on the left hand side. And if you look at the slide control, that's your feedback pot for your proportional control. But what you can also do, I'll show you. If I grab the transmitter, if I start to move it off where it is, it's actually full the tank at the moment. So if I bring it off the full position, off the end stop, I can proportionally move it to wherever I want it to go. So what you can do as well, we'll leave it just sat there for the moment. I'll switch the transmitter off so it blows the tank, and when you switch it back on it'll go back to the same position it was at. Right, so it's gone to actually blowing the tank. So if I put it back on, what will happen then is it'll travel back, ratchet in to where it was. And of course if I move it now, wherever I tell it, if I move it very slowly, the joystick, you can see it acting as a proportional servo. And as well, it works that well that if you actually abuse it like this, I mean you'd never do this in real life, but if you grab the stick on the transmitter and you do that, it won't blow up. I mean, that's really abusing it. I think anybody would agree with that. But what you can do is as well, as you come to the end of the proportional movement on the tank, because all you're really interested in, the proportional movement of the tank only wants to be, say, the last third of the tank when you fill it, when you actually fill the tank. So when you're on the surface, you don't really want proportional control because you just don't need it. But what you can do is, as you come to the end of it's virtually at the end of the pot at the moment, the feedback pot. As you come off it, that was me, went the wrong way. As you come off it, and it leaves the end of it, if you watch, you can turn it into a normal piston tank working off a speed controller. So you can still, now it's gone to the end stop, which would be completely below the tank. But if I move the camera a little bit, you can see you have to excuse me trying to jerk it about a bit, and I'm trying to hold the transmitter and everything else in my hand. So if I move the stick wherever I want it to go, but that piece there, where it leaves the end of the feedback pot, just there, the way this works, you could actually make that so that could be 2 foot long if you wanted. It doesn't matter, because all you're interested in is the proportional of the tank. Because if I actually move the camera again back to there, if I just move the stick anywhere, it'll go straight to it and just ratchet in. And of course you can get incredible control because it's proportional control. Anyway, hope you found the video interesting. What I will say before I go, all that's on the Veriboard there, what's been developed, of course it will go on a nice printed circuit board at the end of it all. I mean, there's something here that I've been working on, which is just there, a water switch. Don't know how well you can see that, but that's a water switch circuit I've been doing for submarines. So been doing a few interesting bits designing to go in model submarines. Anyway, just hope you found it interesting, and say bye for now.